What is up, YouTube? It's me, HPJ here. Welcome to another deck profile from yours truly. And this time it is a deck profile with a bit of a conversation about my experience of tournament today. Blitz Greymon is making an appearance today. Blitz Emperor Greymon, I should be more precise. And my red hybrid variant that I took to locals today. I haven't been playing Digimon at local events in over a year. I believe the last local event I played was a pre-release for BT 20. That was almost a whole year ago. That was literally a whole year ago. When did Time Strangers stuff? No, not Time Strangers. Where did the Cyber Eden come out? That was literally about a year ago. So it's been over a year. It's been over a year. And, well, here's Emperor Greymon. Smiles. So, yeah, I built this deck. And I have to completely change it because it completely is just not working at all. And there's multiple reasons, and I will talk about those multiple reasons right after. So, alright, starting off with the Digitama, I got 4 copies of Koromon from BT 14 just to help up the draw power that this deck needs. From there, and I know this is a little odd too, but I kind of need to get these out the way because all the other ones are probably pretty much self-explanatory in most cases, but I did the Blitz engine for my level 6s and 7s. So I did these 2 copies of Emperor Greymon from BT7 with the 2 copies of Emperor Greymon from BT12. And then I ran 2 copies of Blitz Omnimon from BT6. Is that BT6? No, BT5. Alright, that's it for the level 6s and 7s. Then let's go on into the bigger portion of this video. So let's talk about all the Spirit Digimon first. 4 copies of the Fusion Evolution. We have Aldemon. We have 4 copies of, Aldemon from BT7. 4 copies of Burning Greymon from BT17. 4 copies of Agunimon from BT12, with 4 copies of BT18's Agunimon, 2 copies of Kazemon from BT18, followed by 2 copies of Zephyrmon from BT18 as well. Then we go into, I guess, the more humanoid variant for the hybrids. We have 4 copies of Flamemon from BT21, 4 copies of the BT17's Flamemon, and then 2 copies of BT12's Flamemon. So that's literally it. Oh, fuck. I keep doing this, and it's simply just because I don't see it from my angle. And I don't know why I just won't scoot up, but that is completely on me. Alright. So that is it for all of the main wave of Digimon. Then we're going to go into the Tamers and option cards. Trio Tamer, Zoe, Tommy, and Takuya from AD01. We have the 4 copies of Takuya from BT12 and the 2 copies of Takuya and Koji from BT18. And then for my option cards, 2 copies of Spirit Evolution from BT21, 1 copy of Gravity Crush, and 1 copy of Crimson Blaze. Crimson Blaze from BT6 or BT8? BT8, and then BT1's Gravity Crush. Alright, so that is basically all of it in terms of everything that I ran in the deck. I am going to change this deck while also talking to you guys all in the process of what exactly happened at locals today and the overall things that happened at all. So, I went to locals today. We started about 1:30. We were supposed to start at 1, but because of like all the other things going on and how events were always crammed into one random and weird period of things. First it was Digimon, then it was first it was Digimon, then it was One Piece, and Pokemon was after. But I left before One Piece started, which of course because I don't like One Piece. So I played against Marsmon, with Marsmon beat down Marsmon Beast beat down Green and Red. Basically focusing on like the whole Time Strangers engine, combining it with the Olympus 12 to get the whole thing with Marsmon. So it's like Bearmon into Grismon and stuff, and then you use like the whole beast orientation lineup, like the beast trait stuff, and then you just digivolve into like your Marsmons and stuff. Um, I went 2-1 in that match. Only winning the second match because I had all the setup for Blitz Greymon. Well, Blitz Greymon going into Blitz Omnimon, basically. Um, the second match was Lucemon because Lucemon is a thing, apparently. And then that was getting swept up 0-2. And then the last match of it was versus War Greymon. Oh, I'm sorry, Omnimon, but with War Greymon's engine. Because why not? And that was totally devastating because majority of the time, I kid you not, I was holding almost everything but an Oldemon. No, I'm literally serious. I was holding these more often than I was actually holding the Oldemon to Digivolve into. Because I only ran 4 Oldemon. So, because I didn't have the Oldemon from 8001. So because I didn't have this and was too stupid to go put in another Oldemon to try to keep things in consistency, that's how I ended up losing majority of my matches, was because I never drew a goddamn Oldemon to save my ass. Plus, also, I didn't run the 8001. No, I didn't run the BT21's Emperor Greymon because I asked for the Emperor Greymon, but no one had the Emperor Greymon only because I got um, the code for the actual set incorrect. Because apparently it's a box topper from BT21, just like the Mastodon was a box topper from BT21. But because I didn't specify that it was the box topper version, no one really understood or probably didn't give a shit. And like I said, because I'm too stupid to understand different codes or different things in Digimon, I got the shit mixed up again. So at that point, I was just like, okay, well, there's no point of me trying to sit here and trying to exude more energy into it. So by that point, I had just completely said, fuck it. I've done everything I needed to do. I'm ready to go home. So then it was like, oh, you forgot to get your entry pack and then your like complimentary pack for getting your ass beat, basically. So I didn't want either of them. I let them keep it. I did. What was the point? What was the point of me getting anything where there was no AD01 because everyone bought out AD01? Then there was no leftovers for anything I needed. No Blitz, no Omnimon. I mean, no Omega, no Emperor Greymon from AD01. There was no Aldemons. The Aldemons are like $17 a piece. So I'm like, I really don't want to go spend $17 a piece. And then after everything I've already been through this last weekend, I really just didn't want to do shit. So I was like, alright, well, it kind of just is what it is. So I ended up, what did I end up doing? I just ended up leaving. I was just like, it's no point in leaving here. I lost. I got my ass beat. And I ended up just leaving. That was pretty much it. I didn't want the packs because I didn't care. I don't care what was in the packs, really, to be honest with you, because I wasn't looking for anything anyway. And between the 3 decks that I have already fully, completely built for Digimon, there's literally nothing else that I want to play. Because I'm already playing enough stuff. I wasted tons of money at a point just trying to play a whole bunch of other things. Like, I never built the Vortex deck because I had no more interest in it. Because I need so many different box toppers that were just too much out of my reach. I think most of them I did try to order, but they never came because that whole situation that happened last year. Cinderellimon, I just have no interest in. I know she had gotten new support, and I was like, that's nice. but it kind of just made me not want to play her anymore when it was literally just peering away from it. Didn't build it. Didn't build Imperial Dramon because I don't have any of the stuff that was also included in 8001. Not gonna go look for an expensive ass Imperial Dramon fighter mode, so I'm not dealing with that either. I didn't go look for like, I don't follow this meta that Digimon has. I don't follow meta decks in this point at all. The only reason why I ended up building Red Hybrid was because I had Red Hybrid cards. So I was just like, well, I'll build it. But then, because I'm too stupid to understand common sense about Digimon cards, that's ultimately what happened to why I fucked up and lost. So, yeah, I technically am the reason why my deck was trash. So, congratulations. Am I going to play next month? Probably not. I kind of will just accept that I caught hands and move on from it. But there's literally nothing I can do when I don't want to exit my wallet and I don't want to continue to play a game where literally I just don't have the mindset and the common sense for it. So, yeah, alright. Well, that was pretty much it, because I mean, I wanted to add these in here to try to spice this up, because I finally did find another Alderman that I could potentially replace it with, but it's not exactly the same thing. So this is Alderman from BT21. This is the other Alderman I ended up picking up, which I think is supposed to work with in combination with like the ancient Greymon stuff that came out, but I didn't want to build that because that was also too expensive too. So this Alderman is BT21's. It says, when any of your Agunimon or Burning Greymon is near Digivolve, in their Digivolution cards, would Digivolve into this card, you can reduce it by 1. Because so it's Digivolve on top of them for a set of 4, so it most likely would be a 3 unless someone else or another card indicator is reducing the cost. Security attack +1, and on deletion, you may play one tamer with an inherited effect from your hand or trash without paying the minimum cost. Because I was wondering why I didn't even run someone with the ability to put the tamers from the trash back onto the field, and that's simply because I didn't run the proper tamers from BT18 to do such. Because the only one I know, because I have the Zoe, I have the Tommy, but I didn't play them. Why? Deck's already cramped up as it is. So that was another reason why I had to exit out. And then the on deletion effect of this card, if it's inheritable, is that you can play a red tamer with an inherited effect from hand or trash. So also another letdown. I believe Jet Sophimon and I believe Dipinmon also have something similar, but I'm not sure because I have not touched those cards. I have Jet Sophimon, the red and green ones, but I'm not going to go fetch a binder just to read them. And then I guess when in the sword, Ice in the Flame to speed things up, I'm probably going to take out the non-Blitz Greymons and then turn them into Blitz Greymon. Blitz Emperor Greymons. Because the security attack +1 and the removal effect, what really purpose did it really solve? Because I don't think I blew up anything. I'm only playing cards that are there for situational stuff. I don't need situational stuff in the deck that's supposed to be aggressively aggro. So, yeah, that's kind of just what I'm planning on changing. But I don't know. It doesn't really seem stable to me anyway. I'm just moving stuff around just to say I moved stuff around. So, that's pretty much it. I have other things that I'm going to be taking a look at and focusing on for a while. Actually, I don't think I am because I think I said I was taking a break for certain things, which is very fine. So, with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up because it is like extremely late at night. I haven't ate yet and my dinner is probably getting cold. So, I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And HBJ signing out. Take care. Okay, bye-bye.